Well, I'll tell you, we're going across the range here. We're talking about herbal ecstasy and nutritional supplements and efforts to regulate and control who gets them, when, and how, and why.
Well, it's interesting because I was introduced to an ephedra product a couple of years ago through a multi-level marketing, and I had no idea where it came from, what it was all about, but they said, oh, this is good, and the company's name had the word nutrition in it, and so I tried it, and it did what it said. It was a pick-me-up, and it has some nutritional value, and I didn't really look into it. And then the multi-level marketing company was gone, so I tried to find a source of more ephedra tea, so I went out on my own and went to health food stores, and I finally found a health food store that would handle it.
What does it do for you?
When I first took it, it tasted good because they had a real sugary down powdered kind of form.
What does it do for you? Cheerios taste good.
After I found the strongest form I could get, which was a powder, I would take a tablespoon and shake it up in milk or water or orange juice probably, and I was working at the time like 12-hour days, physical job, physical labor, and my feet would get flat. The rest of my body wanted to keep going, but my feet said, hey, it's time to quit. But I felt good on it, and I didn't lose concentration. I did sweat a lot, but because I'm physically healthy, I never had a heart palpitation.
Let me ask Dr. Herbert, do you believe that what we're talking about has elements of danger to it? You talked about people dying. How can you substantiate that?
Sure.
Absolutely not.
Sure I can. The FDA has collected 400 cases of harms from ephedra caffeine mixtures,
completely
including
bogus. They haven't
15
released
deaths.
that information, and it's completely
unfounded.
unfounded.
They only get what's reported to them, and only one case in 1,000 is reported to the FDA. The FDA is forbidden by law to go out and look for cases.
Okay.
I just want to know, he said it's supposed to be a food. If it's a food, then can we give it to little babies?
If it's a food, can we...
If it's a food supplement, do you want to give it to infants?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Why? Because infants at that age don't need any additional stimulation besides what they can get from mother's milk.
Whoa. Now we're back to the word stimulation. Before it was a nutritional supplement.
Yes.
Why wouldn't the infant need the nutritional supplement that I need?
Well, because an infant, here again, you're talking about a child, a very small child, that needs nothing except mother's milk, and very specific nutrition.
All right, how about a 3-year-old who eats McDonald's hamburgers?
That 3-year-old, first off, shouldn't be eating McDonald's hamburgers.
Sean.
And secondly, here again, you're talking about a child. And a child doesn't need any additional stimulation besides what they get from their food and from their exercise programs and from their basic nutrition.
All right, Herbal Ecstasy, nutritional supplements. We'll be back. Don't go away. Well, the marvels of modern technology only go so far. What happened here is we have lost our satellite with Dr. Herbert. If we are able to reestablish that satellite link, we will do so. Okay, go ahead.
I'm a certified herbalist, and I just wanted to mention the responsible use of ma huang and other such herbs that we keep talking about tonight. I brought a couple of things with me. And historically speaking, these herbs have been used for sinus and lung infections. And there's some really wonderful uses of herbs when they're used responsibly. And so I just really wanted to educate people tonight, and that's why.
Let me ask you a question. In all honesty here, the use of herbal ecstasy responsibly.
No, I don't believe there is a responsible use of it.
Well, that's a traditional Chinese viewpoint.
From a
traditional Chinese viewpoint, let me ask you a question. Are you very familiar with our products? Are you familiar with?
I've seen some of them tonight.
Okay, so this is just a very, I would say that's a pretty broad generalization.
Most of them have a lot of caffeine.
Right.
In them.
You understand, our product has 9 different botanicals.
Yeah.
It's been researched for over 5 years.
I'm looking for how we can build and repair.
It gets people high, Sean.
What's wrong with that, though?
Well, the side effects of improper use of alcohol and coffee, too. I believe there's responsible uses of herbs, and I just want to encourage people that there are these herbs that can be used very wisely and effectively for nutritional reasons.
Everything could be used responsibly. It's a great point.
If we treat this like something you have to lock up, like an illicit drug, we're going to have kids even that much more interested in it, even that much more eager to get it. what we do, we treat it like you would caffeine or any kind of driving, no-dose, etc., whatever, something like that when you need energy. But don't make an illegal drug out of it or the kids will be crazy to get
Well,
it.
then let's just throw open the cupboards and just say, hey, go for it. Everything's out there.
Well, I don't think we want to make an illegal drug out of it, but I think we would like to at least see some better labeling on all nutritional products. I think
Excellent
we're very
point.
concerned about.
Yes.
We're very concerned about the way that it's being promoted. People are using it, and they don't really know why they're using it or how much they should.
Is there danger in that?
I think there is, and particularly for moving on to other products.
Well, Ken, that's a really good point. We've been putting warning labels on our products for 4 years. We have serving requirements on our packages. We've been putting age limits on all our packages and products. We've followed the guidelines that the FDA's board recommended
do you think
4
it's
years
sufficient?
ago
Do you
that
think
the
it's
FDA
sufficient?
hasn't followed to
Do you
date.
think it's sufficient that on a pack of Marlboros, you know, the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company has been convinced to put smoking can cause lung cancer? Is that adequate?
Is that adequate?
Right.
I'm not too familiar with cigarettes. I don't think so. I think that cigarettes should have
what
more
distinguishes
informative
the
labels on them.
warning on their packaging and the warning on your packaging?
Have you ever seen our packaging before?
I'm asking you, what distinguishes it? Why would people take
our
your warning
warnings
more
are probably-
seriously?
Okay, our warnings are probably about 4 paragraphs long. They're in bright, bold red letters, and
For all the
they
folks who've taken
describe-
Herbal Ecstasy, how many sat there and read all 4 paragraphs of warning? Oh, man, come on.
No, I mean,
Come
if you're putting
on.
something into your body, I guarantee you, you're going to read what's on the bottom.
Hi, I'm a pharmacist, and I just wanted to mention that ephedrine used to be over the counter, and it was taken off that status because people were abusing it as a precursor to amphetamines. And
She's talking about the drug ephedrine hydrochloride, not
Right.
ephedra the botanical. It's a big difference.
What's the difference?
Difference
is what
between
I'm
cocaine
saying.
and coca leaves.
Maybe if all the people that use your drugs responsibly, maybe that's good, but I bet most people out there are using it to get high, and that's irresponsible. And that can get your life regardless.
All right, guys. I am a distributor. I sell drugs too, but they're all natural. Now, you're going to go after my manufacturer, which is one of the largest manufacturers in the nation, the whole world, 64 countries, and these people use them, including the National Basketball Association. They're double X vitamins. Come on, antibiotics, minerals. You going to come after them? Be real.
These products can be a gateway drug to relapse.
Oh, come on. I'm sorry. That's completely bogus. She's assuming that if kids... Wait, hold on. Let me ask you a question. You're an ex-drug addict,
You had an
right?
opportunity before. Let him ask you the question. We got to go to
First
a break.
First off, let me ask you a question. You're an ex-drug addict, right? You understand the kids will take drugs. That's a
Quick
no,
question,
right?
Sean. We haven't got time for the premise.
It's not a premise. Quick question is, if our product's taken off the market, does that mean that kids will absolutely not do drugs? And also, do you consider Sudafed a gateway drug too? Sudafed has more ephedrine than our product
All right,
does.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you the opportunity to answer. We got to take a break. Don't go away.